Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of the Deluxe trading set from Power Rangers Super Megaforce. So this is a Toys R Us exclusive. This is sort of one of those sets that comes with a random hodgepodge of smaller weapons for kids, or I guess collectors that really want everything. So it comes with a mask, a little buckle to store one Ranger key, a sort of clear, translucent, glittery Super Megaforce Red Ranger key, a small Super Mega Saber, and a small Legendary Morpher. So we'll go ahead and start taking a look at stuff. We'll start with the Ranger key. So as I said, it's a sort of translucent, glittery Super Megaforce Red. You can sort of see it's made out of a translucent plastic and it's got some sort of sparkles in there. Sparkle suds, dress loud. Cookie points if you get what that's from. But so, it's pretty neat looking. There's probably some people that might pick up this set just because this is a different key. Real quick, here it is compared to the translucent one you get with the Legendary Megazord. As you can see, there is a difference. So for those completionists, you might pick it up because of that. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. It will do the same in the Legendary Morpher. We'll go ahead and show it anyway. That's what it looks like in key mode. Kind of got a little bit of a different action going on there, but just to make sure it's on, it is on. So we'll go ahead and show the noises.
Super Megaforce Red.
And then the second noise.
Summon Starship.
Yep, and that is pretty much it. The same stuff as usual. And since we just brought a Legendary Morpher out, I think it would kind of make sense to go over this version of the Legendary Morpher first. I'm just going to kind of pan the camera down there. Okay, so this is the small Legendary Morpher you get. It does not fold. It is very basically detailed, but it's actually not as terrible as I thought. I think if it folded, it would actually be kind of neat. Its swords actually kind of work a little bit better. As you can see here in closed mode, they're cut off, and you can see the obvious size difference. But detail-wise, it's actually not too bad. Obviously, none of the buttons function or anything. It does have a key a turn function, which we'll show in a minute. But the swords actually work a little bit better than the regular version. But other than that, it's very basically detailed and it doesn't close. I don't know why they just didn't make it close. I think it would have been a lot better of a little toy for kids or even for a little mini display piece. But just to show you, I don't know why I went ahead and de-keyed him. But he actually does have a key turn function, which is it's kind of neat, I guess. And you open it, and it actually does open. No sounds or anything, but as you can see, the swords actually work a little bit more accurately than the Deluxe version. And like I said, no sounds, but I mean, for kids, that's pretty neat, and I like that they actually went ahead and incorporated the function in it. I think that if it folded down and maybe had a smidge more paint on the front, it wouldn't make a terrible shelf piece. So it's not that bad. You have to remember that these sets in particular are for kids, so that's why the details are bad on them and stuff, but that's actually not as bad as I thought, and is like one step away from actually being an okay little toy. So since I just touched this, that's a great segue. Let's go ahead and go over this. This is the little Super Mega Saber. I hate to not know this because I didn't pick it up, but I'm pretty sure it's the small version that already came individually, but if not, then yeah, but it is a sound version. It actually doesn't look that bad. Obviously it's very small, you can sort of see just by me holding it in my hands, but detail-wise, it's not that terrible. Once again, it wouldn't make a terrible display piece. Like if you wanted something like this for your shelf, it doesn't look half bad, and it takes up significantly less space than a regular version would. The paint's not terrible on it. I mean, this looks pretty good. I think the silver and the blue paint look good. The red and black colors look good on it. It's a very basic weapon, so it's pretty hard to screw up. Just to show you, obvious size difference, here it is next to the Deluxe version. Obviously you can see there's a huge size difference, and the blade, you know, illuminates and stuff, and obviously a difference in the sounds, but if you're looking to maybe have that other one just to mess around with or whatever, and this one for a little shelf display piece, it's not bad. Yet again, I don't know why I de-keyed him, because we're going to need it, because he does have noises. So when you press this button, it makes several different clashing noises. So it cycles through 2 or 3. They cycle so much that I like forget that I heard the last one. It's like my memory was replaced. But so you just get a few minor clashing sounds. And then when you place the key in, just like the small version of the Super Mega Blaster, which actually is the only version, it does make a key activation noise, which is neat. And then when you press the button, you'll get new noises. And then it does not turn or anything, but when you pull it out, you do get deactivation noises, which is nice. They're not the nicest noises in the world, but I appreciate the key functionality and that it actually recognizes the key going in and out, which is neat. And then here you get this little buckle, which is actually pretty nice looking. It's not too far from the Japanese version. I do own the Japanese version, but it's in storage, so I don't know exactly where it is in storage, but obviously it's a smaller size given the fact that the Ranger keys are smaller, and it just goes on by a hook buckle instead of a regular belt. But it's not that bad looking. I think it's really shiny and pretty nice looking. You got the nice symbol up here, which looks good, and it's overall pretty decent. The way you actually shift it around is just by pressing it, and it shifts around like that. There's no button for it, but you can place any Ranger key you want in here, just one. It snaps in here like this, and then it's like a revolving door. So, you know, like on the show, they'd press this button and it would pop out, and the Ranger key goes there. But I wish that they had a button press for it, but still, it's kind of neat, you know, for kids to have something sort of like the show, and it doesn't look half bad, and it's kind of it's not a terrible little display piece if you have one particular Ranger key you really want to highlight. So yeah, at least we got something. And then you have the mask here, which is just kind of overall okay. I kind of missed when the masks actually had a visor, or not a clear visor or a no visor, just the black visor, because they actually kind of made halfway decent little like wall pieces. You could just hang on the wall, but now you just got the see-through, and it's really nothing special. It's pretty low quality, bare minimum paint. The symbol doesn't even look that good, but it works fine for kids. I'll just show real quick. It can fit on me.
Look, I'm Troy. Do you see any tears? Do you?
So you can see there, it does fit on me. Yeah, it's really nothing spectacular. I wish they had the little black visors and maybe a bit more detail, because some of the ones actually don't look half bad if they would have had a visor on it for like a little wall piece. But yeah, that's about it. Overall, I think this is a pretty fun set for kids. I think they'll probably get a kick out of it. You get a little sword with sounds, a morpher that somewhat functions like the show, a mask, and a little buckle. So it's a pretty fun set for kids if they want to, you know, be their favorite Ranger. I think for collectors, it's a pretty easy pass. It's pretty pricey. I think it was about 40 bucks. So unless you really want the Ranger key, there's really not much here for you unless you really want the key or the buckle. But the set, you know, when reviewing it, I actually found it to be a lot more fun than I thought. I thought the buckle was pretty neat. I liked the Morpher Red functionality, and the sword's not terrible. So if you really want to pick it up for those reasons, I think you might find a bit of enjoyment out of it. But I think this is mainly just for the kids and, you know, the collectors. It's a pretty easy pass. But anyway, that about wraps it up. Until next time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and check out the crazy podcast, Riders, Rangers, and Rambles, at ridersrangersandrambles.com. Till next time, Dawson Rider, signing out.